Welcome to Park Bench Interviews, hosted by Randy Goodman, Harvey Callis Real Estate, your real estate professional. Get to know our community, our businesses, products, and services that will elevate your life. Please welcome your hostess, Randy Goodman.
It's Randy Goodman here with Harvey Callis Real Estate, and I have the wonderful Linda Breton with me, and she is creative director, and I want to hear all about what that means. So thank you for being here with me, Linda.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, what I do, I own a company called Orbit Impact Marketing. And what we do is we do design, photography, video, and marketing, and print. And that's what we do in a nutshell.
Okay, and so describe that a little bit. What exactly, like how do you help your client?
So a client will come to me asking either it's a startup business or someone who wants to rebrand their business. So because of my experience doing this for 35 years, starting at TV Guide as a junior graphic artist, doing all their ads, going to Versatile, which does not exist now, and also being one of the graphic designers doing high-end design for the Toronto Blue Jays, Molson Center, et cetera, et cetera. Those were my two clients that at that time was very creative. So I got my creative juices flowing at a very young age in my career.
Okay.
So that led me to Hallmark Cards for 27 years. And 5 years ago, they let us all go.
Oh.
And then I couldn't find a job, so I started my own thing as just a designer, graphic designer, freelancer. But now it's come to the point where people were asking more of me because what I've learned in the 35 years, I became very talented at it and thinking outside the box. Because when you work at Hallmark, there is no box. And they trained you in a professional way of being a certain way with your clients because you had clients within clients right inside Hallmark.
Okay.
So now what I do, if let's say, Randy, you come to me and says, Linda, I need a logo. I said, great. What we will do for you is we'll give you 10 questions on how you see, envision the logo. And we will work with you in creating it. And then we will take that and then create other things like we brand you. We'll start branding you. So then we'll ask you branding questions. Like it's a whole series of modules that we do from the beginning of research, then we do the design, and then you approve all the design, and then we take it to print, and then we take it to the marketing level. So all the brand is your logo, what you do, and how you do it, and then we take that. And let's say you're in a warehouse and we take that, we back up the dump truck, we put all your brand products in the dump truck, and then we move it, which is called marketing.
Okay.
And
Wow.
It's just sharing.
Wow. So I love how you say that you ask a bunch of questions because you really want to be able to understand. So what kind of questions, and not to give away like your whole system, but just give us an idea of what would that process look like so that somebody who wants to brand for the first time or rebrand themselves can kind of understand the process involved in what the rebranding looks like. And you're very talented. I've used you, and we'll talk a little bit about that afterwards. But, and it's usually like you kind of try to, as a client, you try to think like, well, how's she really going to know like what I want and that kind of thing. So help us understand how you do that. What's the process there?
Well, I start with questions on who you believe. We have fun with it. Like the number one question we ask is, who are your competitors
Mm.
and who you are to the competitor.
Okay.
And what emotion do you bring to to your clients, without saying it in a nutshell. But the fun here, I'm going to give a secret. The fun question I really love is, who are your competitors? And people actually write a whole list and this, and then I say to them, but you don't have any competitors.
Mm.
What I just did is I took all your competitors, and now we're going to take the top 3 competitors, and now we're going to partner with them. How can you work with them? How can they work with you? Because there's no such thing as competition in this world. It's all about breaking all the boxes that you created in your mindset with all these competitors and create something new and imagine where you can be when you partner up with them. Because you have different clients, they have different clients, you have something different, they have something different. So we take what's different and then we run with it, and then we brand what's different, and then you take it to your competitors that are not competitors and partner up with them, and it works.
Wow. Okay, so I guess when you're working with a client, you really dive into that and what it means and the whole collaboration part so that they understand exactly what you're talking about, right?
Exactly. But we also, when we do these questions, what happens is, Randy, that they need to understand, the questions are for, they need to understand where they are in their business. Because I can't create a logo or anything for them if they don't understand why they're in business and who their customers are, to come up with a plan, and we create different modules and it works. Instead of going to someone grabbing, oh, I need a logo. Okay, they just do a logo and you don't even know why the colors are represented. You don't know why the shapes or fonts they use. And you wonder why your business doesn't work. But investing the time and energy in that actually creates who you are. And then you feel better about your business. And when you feel better about your business, the fear goes away.
Right, right. And I think you become more successful because you really feel confident in, your branding and what your business looks like and how you're presenting it. You really are enjoying, and you're a little bit more passionate about whatever you're already passionate about, right? You feel good presenting it, right?
Correct. And I do it the old way. Like there's old way and digital way, but you can still be successful in both.
Right, right. Well, you're very creative in everything that you do, and I think you really understand your client and where they're going and what they're looking for. And if the client has any samples of something, then that makes it even easier, because then it really gives you a clear idea. But if they don't have samples, being able to communicate exactly what you're looking for. And Linda comes up with some great ideas and concepts and whatnot to actually put out there and showcase you as a professional. So I love what you do. You're very talented. Tell us a little bit about your involvement in community, because I know you have some things that you're passionate about and you love to give back and volunteer for. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my husband and I, we're on the committee of John Bassar, our MP, and we do a lot of volunteer work in his campaign or anything that he does in the community. We partner up with him and help. Like we have a huge picnic every summer, and he gives, everything is free for the community, and we help on that. We also help on because I love acting,
okay,
and I help with our local community Cookstown Theater and some of the design work and whatever they ask of me. We just help out, and I do their headshots for their cast and whatever people ask of me. Hey, Linda, we need a hand there. And my husband and I have done many golf tournaments for charities to raise money for people who are in need. So we're very passionate about volunteering, and we've in the past have volunteered with the street youth in Barrie. We helped fund or help create Youth Haven that's downtown Barrie right now, and it's still successful in keeping the street youth off the streets.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's nice, you know, like, how do you feel when you're giving back and doing all that volunteering? How does it make you feel?
Giving back is, I believe, the number one thing humanity needs to give, because we all have a purpose in life, and the purpose is to give to one another, but it's finding the gift in your purpose. Mm-hmm. So people are always saying, I have to find something to do. I don't know what direction. Well, always remember, you all have a purpose, but you just have to find the gift in the purpose, because we're all individuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. Love that. Give us a story of a client where you completely transformed them. So what was happening before and what happened afterwards?
I had a client from the city that came to me and said, Linda, I have already got a logo done. I have a website done. I have everything in place. And I just need you to do some print work. I said, okay, no problem. We can do that for you. So as we got talking, and I just said, do you want to do something for fun? I'm going to give you 10 questions. She said, great. So she answered the 10 questions, and I said, take 3 days. No, I'll do it right away. I said, no. You got to take 3 days. Just take 3 days. Think about it first, all the questions in your head, and then proceed with it.
Right.
So then we did a Zoom meeting, and I said, okay, Mrs. Client, does your answers match you and who you are in the brand that you have?
Okay.
Linda, no. I did not know myself, and it was a startup business, brand new. And she said, well, I can tell you what's wrong, because they then discover that what they just, paid a lot of money for, that it wasn't matching them, and they were wondering why it wasn't working for them.
Okay.
So we went through their colors of the logo. We went through the logo, and we did a budget for her, because it's all about, people have this great fear of money. But I said, listen, let's just do a budget. Let's put it up what you need now and project in the next year. Because what I like to do is set up my clients for 1 year, and they don't need me until the next following year.
Right.
And she could not believe the logo that came out of it, what we did. She couldn't believe we redid her website. She is now getting more clients than she did with the old brand. And it's not because we are the best out there. It's because her brand now aligns with who she is.
Right.
And she feels comfortable, and then she runs with it, because she's not worrying about what it looks like, because deep down she didn't like what was presented to her, but she paid it anyway.
Right. It's hard to tell somebody sometimes that you don't like something that they did, right? Even if you're paying for it, it's difficult to do that. So, but I love the fact that you were able to make a difference with her and work with her over the long term and make sure that it was something that, really felt good for them, that they resonated with, and it actually affected their business. So that's incredible.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
she's told me so many testimonies how she got in because it looked more professional. It didn't look, she said, like grade 2. And I said, you know what? You can't throw anybody on the bus. Everyone in this world only knows what they know.
Right.
And I just happen to have the experience to push you forward.
Right. Right. And, and it also comes with creativity and all kinds of other talents. So it's, and not everybody resonates with somebody else. So, somebody may resonate with you and the way you work and may not have resonated with the other company that they worked with. So it's, it's all a crapshoot, and, you just find the people that work for you. So, but I know you're very talented and you're very good at what you do, and you really care about your client. So I love that about you. Are there any tips or suggestions you want to share with our audience?
Yes. The number one thing, moving on, whoever you hired, whoever brands you, whoever markets you, number one thing about the marketing is take one thing. It's the law of marketing. You just take one thing that your business is really extraordinary, and you brand it and you market it like the heck out of it, move forward, because you just went out of the box of what everybody else is doing today, and they will follow you. You end up being who you are in that one particular gift that you are good at, and people will start following you. Then you can generate money. It takes time, but it does work because it is the law of marketing.
And I think part of what you're saying is also to stick with it, right? Don't give up, because if you try something and you're not patient and you're not, continuing to work at it, then it's going to fail anyway. So you have to stick with it and be persistent and really make it a go. But again, having the right marketing and the right branding and the right, persona of what you want is crucial, right?
Another little quick tip is, I tell this to everyone, it's all psychological. And always remember, when you're getting someone to design something, make sure less words and the picture is powerful. Because our brain reads only a portion of an ad or a billboard. And if you notice, most of it's an image. So the power words, and not like a run-on sentence if you're doing a marketing mail out, it doesn't work. You'll see most of it in the recycle at the post office.
Right. Okay, I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. So how can people get in touch with you?
They can email me at Linda@Orbit Impact Marketing, or and I'm old school, I love a phone call, 289-221-9421.
And do you have a website they can go to?
Yes, you can go to orbitimpactmarketing.com, but just beware. I'm like the carpenter, the last one to fix their house. I haven't rebranded our website for the last few years, and it's actually now, in this time in the quietness the world is giving us, we're rebranding as we speak.
Oh, good. You know what? You get so busy with your clients and you don't have time to look at yourself. Sometimes.
I know. It's like, oh, Linda, do you know your website's pretty old? Yeah, but hey, I'll send you a PDF of what we do. Much easier. Right.
It's like the electrician who never does work on their own house because they're always working on somebody else's. So I totally get it. Love it. And I love that you have some time to be able to work on yours as well. So thank you so much for sharing with us today, Linda.
No problem. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this interview hosted by Randy Goodman. We hope you will take action and connect with the incredible business people and leaders in our community. And remember, Randy is always here to answer any questions you have regarding your real estate needs. Be sure to register on the website and stay up to date on what's happening in your area at parkbench.com/millpond.